Good day everyone. So in this video, we are going to discuss about solving quadratic inequalities into variables. So this topic is under the competencies solve quadratic inequalities into variables and determine the region of solutions of quadratic inequality into variables. Tapos na po tayo dun sa linear. Now, these informations here are still needed in this topic, wherein if we have less than and greater than na inequality symbol, the boundary is not included and the boundary style that we are going to use should be broken or dashed. While kapag naman po less than or equal to and greater than or equal to yung gagamitin natin, the boundary is included and the boundary style should be solid. So, kailangan po nating tandaan yan. Now, bago po tayo magtungo sa solving quadratic inequalities into variables, let's have a short recap or recall of the topic about graph of a quadratic equation. So, paano nga ba natin ginagraph ang quadratic equation in two variables? So, a quadratic equation in two variables is usually written in the form y is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, where a should not be equals to 0. So, meron na tayong two variables, x and y, and quadratic siya kasi ang highest degree natin is 2 pa rin. Ano po? And it can be written in three different forms or different forms rather. So y is equals to ax squared or y is equals to ax squared plus b, or this one, the third one, is known to be the vertex form. So wherein h and k is our vertex and a is our numerical coefficient of x squared. Now, ano po ba ulit ang itsura ng quadratic equation or ng graph ng quadratic equation? So what do we call this one? Yes, this is called the parabola. Okay? So the graph of a quadratic equation is called a parabola. And it can be in the form of this one or this one. One opens upward and the other one opens downward. Kailan po siya magiging opens upward? Kapag po ang numerical coefficient A, nitong numerical coefficient ng ating x squared is greater than 0. So, meaning to say, kapag positive po ang A, opens upward po yan. But, if A is less than 0 or negatives, ang parabola po natin opens downward. Again, if A is positive, opens upward. If A is negative, opens downward. So, maliban po sa information na yan, we also have the vertex. So, the vertex is the highest or the lowest point of a parabola. It helps locate the turning point of the boundary graph. It is usually denoted by H and K. So, point din po ito, kaya po meron pa rin tayong ordered pair. But this point is the turning point or pwede natin sabihin na dito nag-u-turn yung ating parabola. Ano po? Pwede siyang highest meaning to say nasa taas. So, ang kanya pong parabola opens downward. And itong nandito sa ating example na to, nasa lowest point siya ng parabola kasi our parabola opens upward naman. Ano po? Now, aside from vertex, we also have the axis of symmetry. So, this term is not new to you class kasi ito po ay nagamit na natin previously sa topic natin na Cartesian plane, transformation, and reflection. So, when we say axis of symmetry, it is the vertical line that divides the parabola into two equal mirror image halves and passes through the vertex. So, ang pwede nating mag-include dito is yung vertex natin. Ano ba yung x ng vertex natin? And yun po yung magiging, or yun po yung i-consider natin na axis of symmetry. Meaning to say, yung nasa left ng axis of symmetry is symmetrical o kagayang-kagaya ng nasa right ng ating axis of symmetry. Now, and then we have here the x-intercept. So what is x-intercept? So we all know it is the point where the line or the graph, or in this case, parabola, crosses or touches the x-axis. So, in x-intercepts, the y is equals to 0. So, aside from x-intercept, we also have the y-intercept. So, kagaya ng x-intercept, this also touches the y-axis naman po, ano? And x is equals to 0 here in the y-intercept. Now, let us have the quadratic inequality in two variables. So, ano naman po ba ang quadratic inequalities in two variables? So, a quadratic inequality into variables, again, usually x and y, is an inequality that contains a polynomial expression of degree 2. So, yun pa rin po. Same goes with the quadratic inequality into variables. We have x and y. Ang pinagkaiba niya lang po is that we use here the inequality symbols. So, we have here y is greater than x squared minus 4, y is greater than or equal to 2x squared minus 3, y is less than negative x squared plus 4, and we have here an example of y is less than or equal to x squared minus 2x minus 3. So, these examples here are what we know to be the quadratic inequality into variables. And based from the information ng quadratic equations into variables, yun din po yung gagamitin natin dito sa quadratic inequality into variables. Ang pinagkaiba lang po, we are going to consider the inequality symbols. So, kagaya ng sabi natin sa quadratic equation, if A is greater than 0 or positives, kagaya po dito sa una, sa pangalawa, at sa pang-apat na example natin, positives ang A, the parabola should open upward. While in this third example, negative x squared, dahil negative po yan, A is less than 0, meaning to say the parabola should open downward. Okay po? And aside from that, the information here about the inequality symbol tells us the boundary. Anong boundary meron tayo? Kapag less than at greater than, broken. Kapag may or equal to, solid. Ano po? Now, let us have our first example. We have your y is greater than or equal to x squared minus 4. So, dito pa lang po sa given, masasabi na natin yung in-expect natin na graph ng ating quadratic inequality into variable. Why? Kasi po, alam na po natin agad dito na ang a is greater than 0. Positive kasi yung x squared natin. So, we all know that the graph that we are going to graph here in our example 1 should be or should open upward. And aside from that, using the inequality symbol greater than or equal to, that parabola should be a solid parabola. Now, how are we going to do that or how are we going to graph that? Here are the steps to follow. Step number 1, change the inequality symbol into an equal sign. So, kailangan po nating change into equation. Why? Para po magamit natin yung properties of equalities nang sa gayon ay masolve po natin at makakuha po tayo ng mga points na maipaplat po sa ating pong Cartesian plane. So, next step after doing that is to graph the quadratic equation. How are we going to graph the quadratic equation? Applicable pa ba yung nasa linear equation natin na slope-intercept form or yung x and y intercepts? So, in this case, iba na po yung gagamitin natin. And the first thing that we can use here is the table of values. So, when we say table of values, meron po tayong value of x. Isa-substitute po natin dito po sa equation na katumbas ng ating inequality. And then, para makuha natin yung value of y. So that we can form an ordered pair na ipaplat natin dito sa ating Cartesian plane. So, example, itong negative 2, the first x value natin dito. Substitute natin siya sa x, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 2 squared. And negative 2 squared is equivalent to 4. Now, 4 minus 4 is 0, meaning to say, our first point is negative 2 and 0. At kung napansin nyo, ang y natin ay 0, ibig sabihin, itong x na to is considered as our x-intercept. So, nandito po siya sa negative 2 and then 0. Next po natin is negative 1. Now, substitute that into our x variable here. Magkakaroon po tayo ng negative 1 squared, that is positive 1, and 1 minus 4 is negative 3. This will be our second coordinate or second point, negative 1 and negative 3. So, nandito po siya. Next is x is 0. So, ibig sabihin, this will be our y-intercept kasi sinet natin yung x natin into 0. So, if we let x equals to 0, ang matitira na lang po is negative 4. Our y-intercept is 0 and negative 4. Nandito po siya. And then now, we have 1. Substitute it to the value or the variable x. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1 minus 4. And 1 minus 4 is again, negative 3. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, nag-reflect na po, kasi ang axis of symmetry natin, nakita na rin po natin. Nandito siya sa 0 and negative 4, or yung vertex natin nasa 0 and negative 4, kaya po yung axis of symmetry natin nasa 0, or dito sa y-axis po mismo. And then, dapat po same ang distance ng ating mga point, nag-reflect lang po siya, nag-change lang yung value ng x. So, ganun din po dito, mag-change din po yung value of x. So, instead of negative 2, magiging positive 2 na siya. Ito po yun, yung isinubstitute natin. After we substitute that, 4 minus 4 is 0. So, that will be our fifth point, and another x-intercept po siya. Then, step number 3 is to use the boundary line or the boundary rule. Sabi nga natin kanina, greater than or equal to yan. So, ibig sabihin, solid ang idodraw natin. And hindi siya po line, siya po ay parabola. So, dapat po same yung asymmetrical or same po, the same ang atin pong parabola or part ng parabola sa left at saka sa right. Kung wide open siya dito sa left, wide open din dapat dun sa right. Ano po? Kasi meron tayong axis of symmetry. So, dapat po ay same po yung mga distance nila sa ating axis of symmetry. Now, aside from that, hindi pa po dyan matatapos ang lahat. We need to use a test point. And ang common test point na ginagamit natin ay ang origin. Bakit? Kasi yung origin po, 0, 0, mas madali po siyang i-substitute. And may note po tayo dito, when not on the boundary. So, pwede lang natin magamit ang test point 0, 0 or ang ating origin if and only if hindi po ito madadaanan ng mismong boundary. Kasi pag nadaanan po siya, ibig sabihin, hindi natin masasabi kung alin yung nire-represent niyang region. So, in this case, ang nire-represent pong region ng ating pong test point 0, 0 origin is ito pong nasa loob ng ating parabola. Now, if this or the origin will satisfy our inequality, ang isi-shade po natin is yung region na kasama siya. And otherwise, yung labas po yung atin pong isi-shade. So, i-test na po natin. So, 0 is greater than or equal to 0 squared minus 4. Magkakaroon tayo ng 0 is greater than or equal to negative 4. And that is true. O, dahil true, ang isi-shade natin is yung region containing the test point. So, yan po ang ating shaded region ngayon. Yan lang po. And that also means that all of the solution set na meron tayo ay matatagpuan po natin dyan sa shaded region. So, the key features of our parabola or our graph here, the vertex is 0 and negative 4. Axis of symmetry, again, yun po yung nasa vertex natin. Ano yung x niya? We have 0. Opening opens upward because our A is greater than 0. X-intercept, so kaya natin siyang pangalanan since exact naman po yung ating x-intercept dito. Nasa negative 2 and 0 and 2, positive 2 and 0. Then boundary type, solid, kasi nga po ang ating pong inequality symbol is greater than or equal to. And the solution region, nasan po ba ang ating solution region? How are you going to describe that? So we can say that it is on the parabola, on and above the parabola. Kasi pataas pa po yan. Hindi lang po yan magtatapos sa positive 4. Continuous po yan. Ano po? So pataas pa po yung ating shaded region. Now, if we are going to determine at least 5 points in our shaded region or dun sa solution set natin, ang pwede nating ilagay yung mga, i-plot natin yung mga points na yan. Pero kung papangalanan po natin, syempre, ang kukunin na natin ay yung mga exact points. Kagaya po nito, this point here is negative 2 and positive 4. Ang kanyang ka-reflection ay ang positive 2, positive 4. So, we can also write all of the points here on the y-axis. So, from 0, negative 3, 0, negative 2, 0, negative 1, pati origin, kasama as solution, 0, 1. So, kung 5 lang naman po, marami na po kayo maililist down. And also, yung nasa boundary line natin or boundary parabola natin, pwede rin natin siyang isama. Kaya lang, kagaya po nito, yes, na-plot natin, kasama siya as solution, pero hindi natin siya mapangalanan exactly kasi hindi natin alam kung nasaan banda yan siya, kung nasa 1.5 ba siya ng y, nasa 2.5 ba siya ng x, but still, kasama po siya sa solution set. Tandaan nyo lang, if magli-list down po tayo ng at least 5 points on the shaded region hanggat maaari, yung kaya na po natin i-identify ang kanyang coordinate or ordered pair. So, malinaw po ba tayo sa example number 1? Now, let us proceed to our example number 2. So, we have here y is less than x squared plus 2x minus 3. So, sabi ko nga kanina, given pa lang, meron na tayong idea dapat kung ano yung kakalabasan ng graph natin. So, yung a natin dito, class, is still positive, opens upward. Yung atin pong inequality symbol, less than, so dapat po ay broken. Now, let's apply the steps in graphing quadratic inequalities into variables. Step 1 is to change the inequality symbol into an equal sign para may apply po natin ang mga property of equality to solve the equation. So, yung atin pong y is less than x squared plus 2x minus 3, magiging y is equals to x squared plus 2x minus 3. And instead of using a table of values, we can graph the boundary parabola using its vertex and x-intercepts. So, hindi naman po palaging ang maaari lang pong gamitin to plot the points or graph the quadratic inequalities ay table of values. Siyempre, medyo time-consuming din naman mag-substitute, mag-solve, what if magkamali pa yung solve ninyo. Pwede rin po natin gamitin itong vertex and x-intercepts. Now, paano po gamitin ang vertex and x-intercepts? To get the vertex, so to find the vertex, we have the h and k. Meron po tayong formula na pwedeng sundan. So, h is equals to negative b all over 2a. Saan naman natin makukuha yung b and yung a? Again, dito po yan sa ating quadratic equation. So, yung a natin is the numerical coefficient of x squared at ang b natin ay numerical coefficient of x. So, substitute lang po natin yan. Yung b is 2 and then yung a is 1. So, magkakaroon po tayo ng negative 2 all over the product of 2 times 1. So, negative 2 divided by negative 2 divided by positive 2 is negative 1. That will be our h. So, siya yung magiging x nito or siya yung unang number natin dyan. Now, how about k? Paano natin makukuha yung k? So, tandaan po, yung k na yan sa vertex is equivalent to the function of x or yun pong y value natin. Or, i-substitute lang po natin si negative 1 dito po sa ating naging equation. Magkakaroon po tayo ng negative 1 squared plus the product of 2 and negative 1 minus 3. So, the result is negative 4. Now, ang vertex po natin ay matatagpuan daw natin sa negative 1 and negative 4. So, since yan ay negative, nasa quadrant 3, nandito po siya. Yan po yung magiging lowest point of our parabola. Na po, kasi opening upward po yan. And ang ating axis of symmetry nandito rin sa negative 1. Now, another way on how we can find the vertex, so meron pa po tayong another formulas here. So, maliban po sa magsasubstitute tayo ng nakuha nating h doon sa ating formula, pwede po natin gamitin itong formula na to to find the value of k. So, kayo po kung saan kayo mas madadalian. But, still, ito rin po yung resulting vertex niyan. Sa maliban po dyan, kailangan pa natin ng another points. And yung points na yon ay ang x-intercepts. To get the x-intercepts, since we are going to set y into 0. So, ano na po yung result natin dito? We have quadratic equation na po in one variable, ano? So, i-apply natin. Paano ba nakukuha yung zeros? Paano ba natin makukuha yung intercepts? Kailangan natin ng zeros. And pag sinabi natin zeros, kailangan natin ng roots. Pag may roots po, kailangan natin ng factors. So, if a-factor po natin yung x squared plus 2x minus 3. At ang factors po ng negative 3 is positive 3 and negative 1. Bakit po positive ang 3? Kasi positive 2 po yung ating middle term. Again, our factors will be x plus 3 and x minus 1. At yan po yung hahanapan natin ng zeros or roots. So, ano po ang magiging zeros sa x plus 3? That will be negative 3. And dito po sa x minus 1, that will be positive 1. Ano po ngayon ang ating x-intercepts? We're going to have negative 3 and 0 and positive 1 and 0. So, yun po yung ipa-plot natin dyan. And then, after plotting those 2 points, makakapag-form na po tayo ng ating pong parabola. Ano po ulit ang boundary parabola natin? If we have this kind of inequality, yan po ay broken. Okay? Broken and opening upward. So, ganun po yung magiging itsura ng ating pong parabola. Next is to test 0, 0. So, ang 0, 0, nire-represent niya po ulit itong nasa loob po ng ating parabola. Now, pag magiging true po dito, ang isi-shade po natin is this region, yung kasama ang ating origin. If not, yung kabila po, yung nasa labas po ng parabola, ang ating pong isi-shade. So, after substituting 0, magkakaroon po tayo ng 0 is greater than, 0 is less than negative 3. Is this true? True po ba na ang 0 ay mas maliit kaysa sa negative 3? The answer is false. So, that means ang ating pong shaded region is yung nasa labas, yung hindi po kasama ang ating origin. So, shade po natin yan. And dyan po natin ngayon matatagpuan ang ating pong solution set. And if we are going to describe the features of our parabola, the vertex is negative 1 and negative 4. Axis of symmetry, nasa negative 1 po. Ang opening po niya upward kasi nga po ang ating numerical coefficient ng x squared ay positive 1 greater than 0. Intercepts po, mapapangalanan natin kasi ay yun naman po yung nakuha nating another points, di po ba? So, exact yung point. So, negative 3 and 0 and then 1 and 0. Boundary type, broken or dashed dahil po less than po yung ating inequality symbol. And then, ang solution region po natin is below the parabola. So, ito po yung nasa baba ng parabola. And again, if we are going to determine or name, identify the points on the solution set, pwede po tayong mag-list down ng mga exact points na po na matatagpuan natin dito po sa shaded region. But still, lahat po ng nandyan sa shaded region, kasama po yan sa solution set. Okay po? Clear po tayo sa ating example number 2. So, let us now have our example number 3. So, ito pong form ng ating example number 3 is an example of a quadratic inequality in the form of vertex form. So, first things first, ganun pa rin, change our inequality to equation. And then, para po siya ay maiplat natin, dahil nga po naka-vertex form na po yan, ito po yung itsura ng vertex form natin, ma-identify na natin agad ang ating h at ang ating k. At the same time, yung a natin. Ang a natin is negative 3, right? So, hanapin nga natin, pangalanan natin sila. Negative 3 is A, H is positive 2, K is positive 3. So, dahil negative ang ating A, downward po ang magiging parabola natin. Tapos, ang ating pong inequality symbol ay greater than lamang, so dashed ulit or broken. Then, ang H natin ay matatagpuan sa 2, ang K natin ay matatagpuan sa 3. Or, again, ang H and K natin ay nasa 2 and 3, nasa quadrant 1. So, yan yung una natin pwedeng i-plot. Next is, ayan, sabi nga po natin, negative 3 ang ating A, so ang opening niya ay downward. Next is find the x-intercepts. So, to get the x-intercepts, y is equals to 0. So, if we are going to put 0 as y, magkakaroon po tayo ng ganitong equation. Wherein, masasolve po natin siya by getting the roots. So, paano makakukuha yung roots? Additive inverse of positive 3, that will be negative 3. Then, both of them can be divided by negative 3. So, di-divide po natin yan. Magkakaroon po tayo ng 1 is equals to the quantity of x minus 2 squared. Again, may squared po yan. Paano mawawala yung squared? We have to get the square root. Now, both of the sides should be, or we should get the square root of the both sides of the equation. So, magkakaroon tayo ng positive negative 1 is equals to x minus 2. Now, if we are going to solve that, magkakaroon po tayo ng x is equals to positive 1 plus 2, that is 3. And then, the other one is x is equals to negative 1 plus 2. So, ang result po nun ay positive 1. Now, ito po yung ating x-intercepts ngayon. We have positive 3 and 0 and positive 1 and 0. So, yun po yung ipa-plot natin. 1 and 0 and 3 and 0. So, kung mapapansin nyo, medyo maliit lang ang opening ng atin pong parabola. So, ano po ang i-draw ulit? Now, we are going to draw the boundary of the parabola. So, sabi nga natin, dahil siya ay greater than lamang, ang ating pong boundary line or boundary rule na susundin is broken or dashed. So, after that, we are now going to have the test point na po. Ano po? So, ang common test point natin again ay ang origin. So, nandito siya sa labas ng ating parabola. So, substitute that in our given quadratic inequality and then solve. Magkakaroon tayo ng y is greater than negative 3 multiplied to the squared of 0 minus 2. That will be negative 2 squared. That is 4. Negative 3 times 4 is 12. Negative 12. Negative 12 plus 3, that is negative 9. Is 0 greater than negative 9? The answer is yes. So, true po yun. Ang isi-shade natin ngayon, again, kasama yung ating test point, which is yung 0, 0. So, ito po siya. Yan. And then, lahat po ulit ng naandyan sa ating shaded region ay solution set sa given quadratic inequality. Ang vertex po natin, 2 and 3. So, axis of symmetry, nasa 2 po. And then, ang ating pong opening ay downward. Ang x-intercepts, mapapangalanan naman po natin kasi siya po ay exact. We have 1 and 0 and 3 and 0. Boundary type, nasabi na po natin kanina, dashed or broken. And ang solution region po is above the parabola. Kung kanina, below, sa example 2, ito naman po ay above the parabola. Okay po tayo sa example number 3. Let's proceed to our example number 4. So, ayan po, bago po pala tayo magpunta sa example 4, again, yung ating solution set or yung mga points na papangalanan po sa ating pong boundary or sa ating pong shaded region, pwede po kahit alin dyan, pero ang ililist down na lang po natin ay yung exact, yung kaya nating i-identify ang x and y coordinate. Okay? So, example number 4, we have y is greater than or equal to negative x squared plus 5. So, ganun po ulit. Change it into an equation. And as you can see, ang atin pong method on how we can graph the boundary parabola is using the vertex and the table of values. Ba't po tayo babalik sa table of values, ma'am? Eh, di po ba, meron naman tayo kanina nung vertex form. Meron din po tayo nung pwedeng mag-x-intercepts na lang na i-factor yung atin pong given. Kaya lang, factorable po ba ito? So, wala po kasi tayong ma-factor out. Kaya, ang pinaka-the best way po, if wala po tayong ma-factor, ay table of values po talaga. So, magtsatsaga po tayong mag-solve ng table of values. So, formula po muna for the vertex. Yun pa rin, negative b over 2a. Wala po tayong b kasi wala po yung ating x doon. Ibig sabihin, that is 0. Pag wala, 0. Okay? Walang value, 0. And dahil may 0 tayo sa numerator, automatic, this is 0. And yan po yung isa-substitute natin sa value of x para makuha yung y natin dun sa vertex. So, 0 squared is 0, 0 plus 5 is 5. Now, our vertex can be found at 0 and positive 5. Nasaan yung 0 and positive 5? Nandito po siya sa next na point after positive 4. Okay. Now, table of values tayo. Pwede natin gamitin ang 0, 1, 2 and negative 1, negative 2. Paano po ulit ito gamitin? Mag-substitute po tayo ng value ng x para makuha ang value ng y. So, negative 2 squared is positive 4. Kaya lang po, negative po yung ating, may negative 1 tayo na i-multiply. Magkakaroon tayo ng negative 4 plus 5. That will be positive 1. So, the other point that we need to plot is negative 2, positive 1. Next, negative 1. Substitute. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1 negative plus 5 is 4. So, the second point will be at negative 1 and positive 4. Nandito naman po siya. Next natin, 0. So, pwede natin hindi ito isolve. Why? Kasi po, pag 0 ang x, that will be the y-intercept. And kung mapapansin nyo, ito na po yung y-intercept natin. 0 and 5. Ayan. So, isulat na lang natin dyan yung 5. Then, substitute na po yung next, which is positive 1. Magkakaroon tayo ng negative 1 plus 5 ulit. And, ang sagot po ulit natin dyan ay positive 4. So, na-mirror na nag-reflect na itong negative 1 and positive 4 natin, naging positive 1 and positive 4 na. Same goes with positive 2. Pag sinolve po natin yan, ang result natin ay positive 1. So, ang kanya pong reflection ay yung negative 2 and positive 1. Naging positive 2 and positive 1 na po siya. After plotting those points, next step is to draw the boundary parabola. So, dahil po ito ay greater than or equal to, ang atin pong boundary rule na susundin is solid. Then, test point, 0, 0. Ang 0, 0 natin nasa loob ng parabola. So, tingnan po natin kung magiging true siya dyan. 0 is greater than or equal to 0 plus 5. Is 0 greater than or equal to positive 5? The answer is false. So, ang ating pong shaded region is yung nasa labas ng parabola. Upward po ulit or yung above the parabola. Okay po? If we are going to describe the features, vertex is 0 at 0 and 5. Axis of symmetry is 0. Yung x natin doon, 0. Then, ang opening niya, downward, dahil nga po negative po ito. Then, boundary type is solid parabola. Kung napansin nyo po, hindi ko na po in-insert dyan ang x-intercepts. Why? Yes po, meron naman po tayong x-intercept dito, kaya lang po, again, hindi natin siya mabibigyan ng exact coordinates. Not unless i-solve pa natin ng bonggang-bongga ang atin pong quadratic inequality. But since the case is kailangan lang naman natin ng graph, nagde-describe lang naman tayo ng features at hindi naman nga po natin ito ma-describe talaga kung anong exact point niyan. So, skip na po natin ang x-intercepts. Proceed na tayo sa solution region. So, it is above the parabola. Then, the points that we need to consider a solution ay yung nandun lang po sa atin pong shaded region. Kasama na rin po dyan yung nandun po sa atin pong mismo parabola. Bakit po sila kasama? Boundary is included. Boundary is included because we have here a solid parabola, solid boundary because our inequality symbol is greater than or equal to. Now, down to our last example. So, we have here y is less than or equal to the product of x minus 5 and x plus 3. So, step number 1 pa rin, gawin siyang equation. And kung mapapansin nyo po, naka-factored form na. Unlike nung example 4, wala tayong factor. Itong example 5, naka-factored form na. So, in this case, hindi na natin kailangan ng table of values. Ang pwede na po natin gamitin, yung roots or zeros. Pag sinabing roots or zeros sa quadratic inequalities in two variables, ay ang x-intercepts. Then, we can solve for the vertex. How are we going to solve for the vertex if the given quadratic inequality is already in factored form? So, hindi na natin susundin yung negative b all over 2a. Meron pa po tayong another formula wherein we are going to add the two roots divided by 2. So, kailangan natin ng roots natin dito. So, ang root natin sa x minus 5 is positive 5. And ang root natin sa x plus 3 is negative 3. So, yan po yung i-add natin. 5 plus negative 3 is positive 2 and 2 divided by 2 is positive 1. After getting that, we are now going to solve for the value of y para sa vertex natin. So, paano masasolve yung y? I-substitute lang po natin yung nakuha nating value na 1. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1 minus 5 times 1 plus 3. So, meron tayong negative 4 and positive 4. Find the product, that will be negative 16. Now, ang vertex po natin ay nasaan? Nasa 1 and negative 16. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo po, yung Cartesian natin dito, nakascale po siya into 2. So, kukunin po natin dyan yung positive 1. Dapat po ay exact po yan in between 0 and 2. And then we have negative 16. So, dun po tayo magpa-plot ng ating vertex. And dahil yan po ay positive ang A, opening upward po yan. Ano po? So, para mag-graph natin or mailagay na natin yung atin pong boundary parabola, kailangan pa po natin magdagdag ng points. And sabi ko nga sa inyo, kapag naka-factored form na, roots na po yung gagamitin. Pag sinabing roots, x-intercepts. Now, yung x-intercepts natin, magkakaroon tayo ng 5 and 0 and negative 3 and 0. So, sa 5 and 0, in between siya ng 4 and 6. So, doon tayo magpa-plot. 5 and 0, and then yung negative 3 and 0 in between ng negative 2 and negative 4. So, yan po yung pagdudugtungin natin gamit ang boundary parabola na solid. Kasi po, less than or equal to po yan. So, magkakaroon po ulit tayo ng solid parabola. And then, choose the test point. Hindi naman po natin nahagip ang origin. So, pwede natin siyang gamitin para po sa ating pong test point. Pag nag-true sa 0, 0, ang isi-shade po natin ay ang region na kasama ang origin. Pero pag nag-false po, yung kabilang side po ulit ng parabola. So, pag nag-solve tayo, 0 minus 5, 0 plus 3, negative 5 yung result po dito, then positive 3 dito. Pag nag-multiply po tayo, negative 15. Is 0 less than or equal to negative 15? Mas maliit ba ang 0 kaysa sa negative 15? The answer is false. So, dahil dyan, ang isi-shade po natin is yung opposite side. So, ito po ulit yung kabila. Yan. And then, if we are going to identify the different points, kagaya po ng paulit-ulit po sinabi, sa shaded region po, ang kukunin po natin ay yung exact na lang. Even though kasama lahat ng nandyan sa shaded region, kuha lang po tayo ng exact points. So, ang features po ng ating parabola, for example, number 5, we have positive 1 and negative 16 as our vertex. And ang axis of symmetry natin, nasa positive 1 po yun. So, ibig sabihin na mirror na po yung nasa left dun sa right. Po. Upward siya kasi nga po ang a natin or numerical coefficient of x squared here is positive 1. And then intercepts, yun pong roots natin, hindi na po tayo nahirapan kasi naka-factored form na po yan. Ang boundary type, nakadepende po sa atin pong inequality symbol, solid. And then, ang ating pong solution region is nasaan po ba? Outside the parabola or below the parabola. So, here are the points that we can consider as solution set to the given inequality. Lahat po yan ng shaded region. Pwede pa nga po mag-extend yan kasi po ang ating pong Cartesian is up to infinity and ganun din po itong ating parabola. Kaya po yan ay may arrowhead. Dire-diretso rin po yan, no? So, kuha lang tayo ng 5, kung 5 yung hingin sa atin pong activity. So, kagaya po nito, ayan, yung mga examples na yan, hindi po yan exact, no po? Kasi naka-scale tayo by 2. Pero kagaya po nito, naka-exact po siya, we can say that we have negative 10 and positive 4. So, kagaya po dito, positive 10, positive 4. Kuha na lang po tayo ng exact. No po? Yan. So, ito, we can say that we have here negative 10 and negative 17. Or this one, ayan, para mas safe po, pwede pong gamitin nyo yung lahat ng negative y intercepts after na po ng negative 16. So, 5 lang naman, kadalasan ang pinapakuha ko. Na po? So, hanggang dun lang po ang ating discussion ng ating topic na ito. I hope may natutunan po kayo sa ating pong lesson. Again, this PowerPoint is brought to you by MathIsip. Meron lang po tayong ilang idinagdag na examples para po mas maragdagan pa ng ang kaalaman nyo sa topic na ito. If you have questions po, feel free to chat me, message me regarding sa discussion po natin na ito. Okay, goodbye class.